Welcome back, folks. You're watching part 12 of the Turok 2 Let's Play. Oh my goodness, could those things like not go like any louder? I'm sure they could, but so this part, at the beginning, what we're gonna do is we're actually gonna get the eagle feather for the Heart of Fire Talisman, and then we're also gonna get the Heart of Fire Talisman in this part, which is the out of all the talismans, all five of them, I believe, because we start getting them in level 2 all the way to 6. That's 5 levels. So yeah, so uh, we're gonna go ahead and get that in this part, and then also to open that gate, you have to shoot the little lever right there, and I went there for a moment, but I was thinking about how I almost pulled out the flare gun. I haven't talked once about the flare gun, but it's a gun that was meant, I believe, in my belief is it was actually introduced into Turok 2 as a means of lightening up the area, of course, but because of, I want to say, system limitations in Nintendo 64, but that's neither here nor there. That's just my opinion. But I'll never. I think I've used the flare gun only once, and that was by accident on level 1. I shot it at a Raptoid. But anyways, we're gonna use this portal right here, just to show, hey, it will go back up to this part. I know I've did that before, but that portal is gonna be very important if we want to get the Heart of Fire Talisman pretty early, because we can get a few nifty things in this level with the Heart of Fire Talisman. Not too many awesome things, but just a few things. So what you want to do is you want to be very careful. You want to jump on these floating platforms and go all the way at the end, and then we're going to jump onto solid ground right here where the waterfalls come in. So make sure you jump, get over here. And we're going to fight a few enemies. I believe we're going to fight a couple of entrails, I believe, and spiders. Or maybe it's these spiders. I don't remember. No, there's the intro. Okay, I wasn't mistaken. So there's an intro here. And we're gonna jump down here, and there's some leapers here, so make sure you make some quick work. And I'm gonna mess up my aim so bad here because the water. And when you shoot a shredder shell or explosive shell in the water, they don't down. So what you want to do is you want to either use a handgun, or if you want to use something more explosive like a grenade, you could, or even mag 16. So we're gonna jump here.
You have found a sacred eagle feather.
Thank you, Adon. And we're gonna jump to this platform right here, and go all the way back. All the way back. And thinking about it now, you can get the Heart of Fire Talisman in the original one. You just have to go and backtrack and get through all these portals and go up levels to get there. But I find, let me see, I do believe I used the warp here to get there. Let me just double check. Yes, I am. So I'm going to warp to the very, very beginning checkpoint in the very beginning of the level, I believe, and then from there I'm going to make my way to the Heart of Fire Talisman. And you don't have to do this, but if you're one of those completionists where you got to get every single thing, and you might want to do this. And then of course, like I said, it does let us get some goodies and do a few shenanigans there. And by shenanigans, I mean get access to some respawning
Plasma rifle.
sniper capability enabled. Get some respawning ammo points in the lava pits and the layer of blinding. So I went ahead and just warped to the very beginning level. You can warp to the beginning of that checkpoint, but it really doesn't matter. The beginning is literally a few steps away from that checkpoint. So we're gonna go down this pit, and we're gonna go down this pit, and then we're gonna continue on, back to where the water was, and then we're gonna dive down the water, and then continue down and go in the underwater path to get to that warp portal. So really quick, since we already opened up all this area, it's going to be a really quick travel. But talking about the Nintendo 64 version, if you really want to play this on the Nintendo 64, all you have to do is just keep using the portals at the beginning of the sections to warp back. I will say though, I'd never done this on Nintendo 64, where if you jump down that water hole, where we got the eagle feather, I don't think there's immediately a way to go back up out of that hole, so you might want to be very careful about that. So if you don't make that platform jump to that floating platform, I don't think you have a way of getting back here without finishing the level and then replaying the level just to get the Heart of Fire Talisman, which at that point, it's really not worth it. But we're gonna keep following this way, very long-winded way just to get the talisman, I know, but bear with me, we're almost there. We just go through some of these caverns. And luckily, like I said, we've taken out all the enemies, and we're already here. All we gotta do is just get to the end of this walkway, and then we will get to that talisman chamber. And then we can present our sacred eagle feather to the spirits, spirits of Turok's Pass. Again, I like to imagine that's Talset, their guide Joshua. But maybe that's just wishful thinking on my part. So let's go ahead and get this talisman. It is very appropriate for the talisman we're about to get. Take it away, spirit.
Your offering pleases the spirits. I grant you the Heart of Fire Talisman. Now you may walk over seas of lava without being harmed.
Again, pretty, I'm not going to say it's 100% useless, but it's useless in terms of getting necessary items for the progression of the game. So continue on. Now we can go ahead and just continue with the level proper. So we're gonna need to get up above, get above the water, get out of the water, get out of the water, climb the wall, and then we're gonna go ahead and continue on the level like normal. Shut up. So yeah, that's pretty much the big thing I would say about this part. Is the first half is just us getting hard fire talisman. So we're gonna continue on, get the heck out of here. I don't know why I'm stepping on those holes like I'm gonna try to step into a spider pit. So jump down here, get out of here, and then we're in the next part. And this is where we had to hit switches in these tunnels to open up the underwater gate to get to the cave key to put in that pedestal right there. But we already done all that, so we can just go ahead and get out here. If you just want to think those entrails are, if you just want to think the hits like I am, because they're shooting me in the behind, you can totally do that. Man, those shots really go far, don't they? And of course, just go through here as quickly as possible because the rocks are dropping down, and it's going to hurt you. Not very much, but they will hurt. Once again, charge dart rifle, one of my favorite personal weapons in the game because just how easy it is to set up headshots or just kills, or just avoid enemies that you usually don't want to deal with, like giant spiders. But generally, the giant spiders most of them you have to kill in Turok 2 to get access to areas. But just continue on, continue on, continue on. I think I almost like did the one of the Mega Man stage selection things. I can't remember which one. It's like do 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 do. Anyways, I digress. I can't wait to get back to Mega Man, but I think I'm gonna. I won't spoil that. But let's just continue on here. We're almost done here. I digress really hard right there. I apologize. So take out that blind one guardian, and then just continue on here. You can get that ammo box there if you really need it, if you haven't gotten it already. And I wonder like how much charge is going to this charge dart rifle. I think I've been charging it for quite a while. So I'm gonna go ahead and go into the portal here. I think I'm only doing that just to uncharge the charge dart rifle. So that's all I did. So just take out the blind guardians and the blind sentinels, and then blind one. So there goes that one, and boop boop, he's gone. So just continue on. We're gonna catch up to where we are, to where we left off abruptly. Because when we get to that water hole, we're just going to drop straight down to the hole, and we're going to get into the underwater sections, which I don't really like. That's my least favorite part of this level. And then again, just drop down the hole. These are our portals, as always. And I really do like the music about the water dripping in the background. It really makes a little bit of an eerie sound. Not the waterfalls happening. That's also very good. But like in the music, they added like that water dripping to the soundtrack. It's so ambient, it's so amazing. But okay, so down here we're gonna get attacked by some leapers. There's a flamethrower up here, I believe. Yep. I think you ate on for confirming that. You can avoid them or you can just go ahead and shoot them, but of course they can swim in the water, so they can most definitely follow you through the water that we're gonna have to swim here in a bit. And also we're gonna take out our first thermal vent as well here pretty soon. Before the end of this part, I believe. So you can go ahead and be preemptive. You can take out these blind ones if you want. Right there, I actually thought I had a tech arrow equipped, but I actually had a normal arrow. But I'm going to go ahead and do my best to take out the blind the blind one sentinel, and I'm hitting their sword. It's really annoying. Their sword actually counts as a shield of sorts, but right there, took him out, and it's over. What are you doing, Phil? And so we're gonna shoot a grenade in there, and I don't think it's gonna hit. Okay, now it hit. I heard him scream. So just jump down, and then there's a portal. Okay, that portal actually takes you back up to that watering hole that we dropped down into. So it's possible to go back up. But if you've done everything you need, if you've been following along, you've been doing what I've been doing, there's no need to go back. And this lever, you can't just jump into it, you have to actually shoot it. So I'm going to go ahead, not use the grenade launcher. You can use any weapon, but I believe the grenade launcher in the flamethrower, and it will open up. And open up that lever will open this underwater section where the leapers swam out. Even, I don't know, maybe they did jump through the water. That's neat. I didn't realize the plasma rifle shoots through the water and doesn't like neutralize like shotgun shells in the shredder. So that's nice. So go through here. I think I killed all the leapers, I believe. Yes. We can go ahead and go back to that hole, or you can just look around like I am. I believe there's a little island here with some regenerating ammo and health right there. So you can do that if you want. I'm certainly not going to waste any more time with that, but let's go and continue on. And that is a intro initiating his cloaking device. So if you get hit, or you see like a little bit of a shimmer effect, or just feel like shooting shotgun shells with the shredder around to just bounce around and have him hit, and see if there's any blood there, blood splatters, to get a little bit of a head start on some damage or knowing where they are, you can most certainly do that. I know they're right here because I heard it, and I think it's going to be right here on the bridge. I'm going to see it, and I'm going to shoot it, I think, right there. So that was him, and he's going to blow himself up, and there we go. So now, continuing on. So, and then we're going to jump. Okay, we're going to take out some spiders here. So one thing you could do is you can equip the charged out rifle, or use the grenade launcher. I personally like to stun them first. And you just do a brief charge. You don't have to charge it up all the way or medium way just to get rid of these spiders. But you have to approach the door for them to come out. And I want to say you have to take out 3, but I also want to say you want to take out 2. So there, I got lucky. I got it in the head. So that's really good. So again, charge dart them once they come down. You can't charge dart them when they're up in the sky. I haven't tried that yet, but I'm pretty sure you can't do that. That's not allowed. But if I'm wrong, please feel free to correct me. So right there, I ran out of mag 60 ammo, and I decided to use the old boom boom right there. And plasma rifle is not gonna be one of the ideal weapons to take it out, especially with sniping. I find again their head boxes are pretty wonky, and right now I'm wasting a lot of ammo with the plasma rifle just to take this thing out. Shotgun shells to shred, as you can see, doing a horrible job. I'm not by now. I should have already taken this out with the amount of shots I've used between all my guns. So I've had enough with it. I'm going to stun it, and I'm going to waste more plasma, as I'm showing you don't do that. So shoot a grenade. Hopefully you don't shoot between its like scrawny legs. So, but luckily there's plenty of boxes here to recharge your ammo. You know, blow up some of these boxes and get some nice goodies here. Some of them is health, some of them is ammo. And charge darts, what I like about them is if you get just the super small amount of charge darts, it's 5 minimum, so it's quite a lot. Just tap the charge dart rifle, don't charge up, and then they'll stun for well over what you need. Good. Oh, let's get this health. And we're almost done with this part. We're 3/4 of this part. So we're gonna shoot some grenades in here. Hopefully it takes out that. Oh, okay. He's shooting leech, or he's summoning leeches, so that's very possible. They can do this. And it's just annoying. It really is super annoying. Because they go really fast. They're not like spiders. They go really, really, really fast. And they're just a pain. So you can use the flamethrower here to take out some of these spiders. I don't think we're going to have to come back through here. Unless you fall down to the water, and then yeah, you got to come back here. But what I'm doing there, I'm using my flamethrower, and then once I use enough of it, I'm going to go back. Approach the grate, the bridge will drop, and then the grate will lift. And then you can take out the blinding one guardian here. Actually, I think that was a sentinel. But I want to go back and get my flamethrower that was back there so I can get my ammo back. The flamethrower is really good against taking out a lot of these smaller enemies like the... Thank you, Adon. like the spiders or the nylas or the leeches. I think they're actually called heat worms, I think, but I've always called them leeches. So drop down here, hit the switch, get the door key right here. So we're going to need that to open up the door to the thermal vent. We're going to continue on. And to blow up a thermal vent, you absolutely need to have the satchel charge. Otherwise, you're really just going to look at a giant rock and you can't do absolutely nothing about it. And again, Nalas, they're pretty small, so you want to use some flamethrowers or use something explosive that you might be able to pick out 2 of them. Alright, here, I'm kind of just wasting my tech arrows. You could also use the Warblade as well. Warblade works just as well. You might take a little bit of damage, but you certainly use less ammo. And that's what we need right now, right there. We need that satchel charge. So we're going to get it when we get to that middle section right there. You want to be a little bit preemptive. You can take out some of these sentinels or guards. I'm thinking I can make that, but I'm not going to be able to make it. I'm too far and I'm a little bit low from where that platform is. Run through here, equip your anything explosive. We're just going to gun a lot of these blind ones out of the way. And right here, we should be able to jump and get the satchel charge. And from here, turn directly left, and we're going to jump in this little hole. There's some pegs in the wall, so if you miss the jump, you can touch the wall and start climbing up. So now, at the end of here, we're going to get to a T, and one of the directions is going to drop down. I believe it's this way. It drops down, and this leads into our first thermal vent. So, take the quick right here. We're going to go through here, and just go through. And then we're going to have to insert the door key right here to have access to the thermal vent. And what you want to do is you want to get to the top of this chamber.
Plasma rifle. Sniper capability enabled.
Thank you once again, Adon. I think by my fifth plasma rifle, I should know it has sniping capability enabled. But yeah, just you're gonna find there's a hole in the wall that you can use to climb. It's gonna circle around and you can go up to that upper part where that rock is, and then attach the satchel charge, get away from the boulder, and then it'll blow up and drop it into the vent, sealing the blind ones between tons of rock. I believe that's what Adon did, right? Yeah, maybe. Okay. But really quick, just run up against the rock and just touch it, and then the satchel charge will plant, and then a few ticks and boom, it'll blow up and it's sealed. And that's our first thermal vent. And then we are going to end it on this part. I believe we have a few more seconds, but that's it. And then when we get, actually, I think I'm gonna go ahead and get to the next hole drop, the drop to go into the new section. So we got a few more seconds. I'm misjudging that block a little bit in my timeline. So jump here, jump to the right here to this side, and then we want to go the other direction, that direction that I'm going right now. Or not. I guess I want to take out some leapers. I'm going to realize that this is not the right way. This is actually no, this is the correct way. What was I saying? Okay, that was it for this part. I'll see you on the next one, guys and ladies. Bye.